My channel is dying and The Walking Dead is gone, so help a fellow brother out and subscribe. Hey, so I've been going for one of the longest breaks during my summer, which is kind of different because usually the summer is when I'm most active and upload the most, and usually my channel really does pretty well or peak during the summertime. I went on holiday to parts unknown for about 5 weeks, and I didn't schedule anything to upload during my stay because I really just wanted my holiday to feel like a holiday. I can't lie, I miss going back to uploading, to be fair, and recording my voice behind this ghetto mic. But hey, here we are, Last of Us. Welcome, I'm SIF, and I wouldn't be surprised if not many people see this. I haven't uploaded for about 6 weeks, maybe even more, but I'm back, and I'm gonna be branching out a lot of my content to not just gaming. However, I can make a different video on that if any of you guys would be interested. But for now, let's talk Last of Us. So of course there was a lot of Last of Us leaks that were obviously found out to be fake and not true, and this consisted of wallpapers, this consisted of ending scenes, not ending scenes but like the ending theme to it. This also consisted of the main menu, which was interesting. All of it turned out to be fake. I was really out of the loops. I didn't know any of this until yesterday really. So here I'm going to be talking about something lighthearted, and that's talking about a potential box art leak that was actually kind of seen during my research for the game. So there was actually a Reddit post saying, is this going to be the box art for the game? It's pretty good in my opinion, and of course it's got the PS4, The Last of Us Part 2, only on PlayStation, and you got Naughty Dog of course, and of course you can see Ellie and, you know, kind of her gun obviously with a tattoo, and she is just in a forest. And basically this brought up just some spark around the community. I personally don't think it looks right. I feel like something's off personally. I don't know, it just looks too bright and has a bit of happy color. I personally think that this is fake, of course. Most people think it's fake. However, a lot of people actually think it looks real because in terms of Photoshop, this actually looks pretty legit. Obviously you can see The Last of Us Part 2 is put on nicely there. However, I don't think this is the style that they would be going for. This wallpaper was actually brought from another screenshot, which is actually much darker, and it's in a darker forest environment. And of course for the box art is when they actually kind of hyped up the vibrance, the saturation, etc. You know, sometimes it could come from a wallpaper, from a screenshot. It's a good photo, but I don't think it's the theme that they were looking for, especially since it's much brighter than the original Ellie wallpaper. Obviously it's a much bigger photo. It's actually shot in 4K, and that's what kind of makes it legit if it was ever to be a box art, because box art photos are usually very high quality. It's 4K, you know, you can see her infantry rifle, everything like that, and everything's darker. The brightness is darker, the contrast is higher, the vibrance is down, all of that is down, and it looks much more like a serious tone. Here's my computer. But obviously when you come to see the actual photo, it's much brighter, and although it looks nice, you know, it doesn't fit the whole idea and the dark theme, because obviously in my opinion I don't like it. It doesn't look right. It's pretty underwhelming, to be fair. I thought I'd just talk it because it's a great picture, but obviously it seems a bit too simple, and I'm guessing that obviously the cover will be something else. However, whoever made this, if this ends up being legit, I would be kind of disappointed. However, we play the game for the story and not for the box art. However, you know, it's a bit underwhelming in my opinion, much brighter, and I feel like it needs to be darker in terms, you know, the story is going to be dark, figuratively. So in a way to kind of, you know, visualize it, the box art needs to be dark as well. Furthermore, of course, with that being said, it's just Ellie. I don't feel like they would just kind of ignore Joel, because obviously when The Last of Us Part 1 was out, it was obviously Joel and Ellie, and Joel was kind of behind Ellie in the photo. Not to signify that Ellie has a bigger role, but it kind of gives you the idea, and you know, it kind of puts the image in your head that, right, okay, this signifies that Joel is taking care of Ellie. That's why he's kind of behind her, and Ellie's kind of like more down. You know, you guys know what the Last of Us Part 1 looks like. So I feel like them just including Ellie would not be kind of smart. A lot of the fans obviously love Joel and Ellie, and Joel is going to have a big part. Technically in Part 1, Ellie and Joel were seen as like the main characters. You know, you could play as both, and they were both the core characters. However, obviously if you played it, and everyone knows this, Joel was the main character, just above Ellie, because obviously he was the main focus and the core player of the whole, you know, game. Obviously the roles are reversed in this game, with Ellie just having the slight edge on Joel. You know, actually, Joel appears to have a more minor role than he did in comparison to Joel and Eddie's role in part 1. However, them not including Joel would be a bit weird, which is why I think this is not completely true. Looks good. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section down below. It looks good. Visually, it's a good photo. However, it doesn't fit the complete theme of, you know, the dark theme, the trouble, the horrors of The Last of Us 2 and the apocalypse. It doesn't fit the whole photo, and obviously it's a bit generic, like many people have said before. You know, just Ellie holding a gun with the text on the left and just the ratings and the company logo. So obviously that's my opinion. A lot of people, you know, have talked about this, but I thought I'd just mention my opinion on this topic rather than talk about the leaks, because obviously everyone knows about the leaks, them being fake. However, if this is the leaked box art, I'd be slightly disappointed. But like I said before, we play for the storyline and not for the box art. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I've been SIF. Thank you for bringing me back on your screen, and in a bit.